Thanks for joining me. This is Josh from Redneck Homestead, and we are in the thick of winter right now. It's snowing. It's our second storm in probably 3 days now. And anyone who likes to spend time outdoors like I do will probably find themselves needing a fire sooner or later. Anything that could be any longer than a couple of hours can turn bad really quickly. And as we all know, it's very difficult sometimes to build a fire in the snow. It's hard to find dry tinder. It's hard to find anything that will catch fire quickly. But for many of you who aren't aware of this little trick, there's this natural wonder called fatwood. And what fatwood is basically sap-infused portions of wood that grow naturally out of conifers. What you can do is you can find a pine tree or any pine variety that has what appear to be dead-looking little limb stubs on it, and you can knock them off with your hatchet, to the butt of your hatchet like this. Lost that one. What you get is this unbelievably pine-infused piece of wood. This here could very well save your life. Looks just like a dead tree branch here, or a stub from a tree branch, but it turns out that this is a highly combustible, naturally occurring material that will catch fire very quickly. It'll burn really, really hot, and it'll burn for quite a long time, actually. And you could burn this right in the snow. It will continue to maintain flame while you're able to feed your fire with other dry materials. Now, I've actually experimented with this quite a bit, and you can take green wood, not really, really fresh green. I mean, you can't cut the tree down and burn it just like that, but you have semi-green wood. You build yourself a nice fatwood fire, get yourself a hot bed of coals, and you can burn semi-green wood right in the snow. So that's just kind of a quick little tip and trick for you. Many of you who spend a lot of time in the woods know this, but for those of you who don't, this could save your life. Alright, I managed to fill my pail up with, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 pieces of fatwood here. What we're going to do is take this back. I'm going to split this up into little sticks, fatwood sticks. And I like to keep these in my pack as pretty much a guaranteed way to start fires. I'm just going to show you how easily this stuff lights. It's just one of the pieces that we lopped off of this pine tree. Basically have a candle. That's what you have. And this starts coming up the temperature a little bit better. But catch on. And you can actually, if you can zoom the camera in at all, you can see the pine pitch melting. Another thing you can do is build yourself a little protected area in the snow. plunk a larger chunk of fatwood into the snow, which will act as your third hand. Maybe you just needed to stop and warm yourself up. This is certainly doing the trick. Now with enough time, take a couple of additional pieces like this. Get in nice and close with that camera and take a look. You can see the pine pitch sizzling and melting, just like candle wax. Much more combustible. You can tell this just wants to burn. See the breeze picked up there. In my opinion, in my experience, lighting a fire is more about preparation and planning than it is lighting it. This takes a lot of the preparation out of the equation. It gets you right to the place where you have a flame that can sustain itself for a little while you're building the fire and nurturing the fire. Now, it just so happens that right now I'm out in the woods. I happen to have a cigarette lighter on me, a Bic lighter. But let's just say I had a flint and steel or a magnesium bar or something. I mean, it would be just as easy to build a fire. It would take a little bit more time. What I would do under those conditions is I'd grab a piece of fatwood like this. I'd grab a blade. Wherever it is. It's in one of my pockets. There it is. I'm not carrying a real knife right now, just a Swiss Army knife. But I'd carve out some fatwood timber, just like this. Just like this. You'll see that better in the light down here. I'd make myself a bunch of this. Probably even smaller than this, actually. See how easy that lights? If you got a whole pile of this, you'd have yourself a fire with a flint and steel in no time. Well, again, this was a really impromptu little video here on how to start a fire in the woods using nature's finest, fatwood. You can find it virtually anywhere. Yeah, there are some regions where you're not going to find a lot of pine and conifer growth. There are other ways to start fires in those conditions, but if you're anywhere in the northeast, northern New England where we are, anywhere on this latitude really, you'll be able to find conifers that have fatwood stumps growing off the ends of them. And this will help you to stay warm, take some of the time and effort out of lighting your fire. Like I said before, it could save your life. So until the next video, thanks for joining us. If you enjoyed this, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And of course, we'd love to have you subscribe to the channel. Thanks.